Each year, hundreds of thousands of young women and men seek out a career in India's growing aviation sector. Often their choices are driven by the glamour and adventure associated with flying.
It's a glamorous job from what it looks, and it takes you to a lot of places and pays you really well. So that was my first basic concern, to be a flight attendant.
But that view is rather detached from reality. For starters, flight attendants have to undergo rigorous training programs. Once on the job, there are a range of other stresses that they encounter.
I think the most difficult part of my job is to carry a smile all the time. There are certain times when there are rude passengers on board and we have to handle the situations. But I think at the same time, we've been trained to be patient, tolerant, and of course we have to maintain a smile as well.
There's no sleep schedule actually. It actually disrupts the whole of your circadian cycle that we call is the sleep cycle. So that's very challenging about this job.
Safety and security are other significant aspects of a flight attendant's role. In fact, experts say that they are the first line of defense for passengers in case of any problems on board.
Once you have an emergency, then there is no option but to have a highly trained crew which is able to handle panic-stricken passengers and get them to evacuate the aircraft in a small space of time.
We're taught about if we have a bomb threat, if we have hijackers on board, what are we supposed to do, the precautions that we have to take, how do we handle that situation, like whoever is mentally prepared takes over the situation and handles it accordingly.
But that's a part of the profession that doesn't seem to find a reflection in popular perception.
People have a perception that we get paid because it's more glamorous and we are there to entertain the passengers, but it's not. We risk our life to save other passengers. If there is in case any emergency, we will be the one who will evacuate all those passengers without even thinking about our lives.
Instead, what people like Jaya often encounter are passengers who treat them like wait staff, available on board to tend to them.
It irritates me the most when someone misbehaves and someone doing those hand gestures and calling you. So we normally cannot be rude to the passenger. That's the company policy we have to follow. But I normally go and say, "Kisa, there is a call bill for you. You can press it or else address me by my name. But you cannot call me like this."
Such attitudes could change if there is greater focus on the crucial security role that flight attendants play. And perhaps an appreciation of that could also result in greater respect and less stress for these individuals. In New Delhi, Ashish Joshi, WION.